This recently in London, there was I can't remember if it was a stabbing or an acid attack. Something heinous happened in London only a month or a month and a half ago to a little girl. And they were talking about how they couldn't find the guy. And London has the most CCTV in the world. And as much as I believe the UK is a failed society, the Met Police are pretty good at wrapping up the violent people pretty quickly. They do respond and find them. It's unfortunate they only come after the event. You'll get stabbed. But they might catch the guy once you're dead, which is kind of nice. But they couldn't find this person who did this extremely heinous crime. And I made the very obvious point. The only reason they cannot find somebody who did something so heinous in the middle of the day in the middle of a city like London is because they have no idea who this person is. He has no social media, no passport, no bank cards, no footprint. He came on a boat. He turned up. He murdered a native. And he's vanished. Because who knows it? Who is he? You have a grainy CCTV image and absolutely nothing else. So, I mean, maybe not maybe. I've been called it a few times. It must be semi-true conspiracy theorist. But when you tell me things like this, just sounds like people trying to game the system. And who are these people? Do they even have American passports or citizenships or any interest in the country at all? Or are they just there to exploit whatever they can exploit?
Who knows? You know, but I don't know how the immigration system is here. I know it's pretty bad in the UK, but you got to see how it is in America. We have probably 15 million people that have come into the country. And, you know, I spoke recently to 850 Border Patrol agents in Texas.
Yep.
And they told me, Michael, you have no idea. We have no idea who's coming into this country. We don't know how many have gotten away. We don't know how much drugs is coming in. They have no idea.
How much human trafficking is taking place.
Human trafficking, the whole bit. Yeah,
it's scary. And it's scary, one, because of the situation, but it's really scary when you understand it's by design. I don't believe it's an accident. You don't have to have any degree of a functioning brain to understand that a nation requires a border. You can't sit and believe you have a nation without a border.
It's not a nation at that point.
It's not a nation anymore.
Right.
So these people must be doing it by design. Then you have to go deeper down the rabbit hole. Why are they trying to do this? And I see these little hints in the media. You see things and they say, you know, Trump might lose the election because of the undocumented voters. And I sit and think, are these people really busting their way into America and then urgently trying to find a way to vote? Or are they just letting them in so they can use that as a scam, make up the votes themselves? Don't put me in jail. But they'll just say, oh, this is the undocumented vote. And they'll just print it and write it themselves, and they'll just blame them. These people probably don't even need to vote. They're just the scapegoat for the scamming of the election. That's what I think they're doing it for.
I've been saying this for months. There's only one reason, and this is totally political. They're letting them into the country, and that's to influence the voting. Yep. That's it. Yep. They want to turn the entire country blue, the entire country progressive. Yep. They never want to get out of power.
It's so funny because you look at the world, and my recent stint has me looking at the world quite hard, right? Because when you go to a jail or when you go to a court or a legal process in a country that's not your native country, you start to feel extremely patriotic. It's weird because I left the UK 10 years ago and I've been in Romania for a very long time. But when you're standing in a Romanian court and there's a Romanian national anthem and a Romanian symbol and everyone's talking in Romanian and you're just standing there like, I don't stand up.
You don't speak Romanian.
No, I don't speak Romanian. I don't have a clue what's being said. It's just like, jail. You're like, what? So you kind of feel patriotic. And then I'm looking at my host nations and I'm trying to find, or looking at the world and trying to find somewhere I can feel home again, because I felt home here until this happened to me. We can go deeper down the rabbit hole as to whether America actually did this to me by proxy. That's another question. But you're looking at things and I see countries like Russia, or I see countries where people can be proud of their leadership and proud of their nation. And I'm truly jealous. I'm heartbroken when I see young Russian men who believe in Putin and believe in Russia and believe in the country. That must be such a beautiful feeling. I can't be patriotic like I want to be because our leadership is garbage. They're throwing the country down the drain. They're doing it on purpose. And you have to look at who you can't criticize, because I don't truly believe freedom of speech exists anywhere. There's this idea that America has freedom of speech. That's a lie. Nowhere in the world has freedom of speech. There's always a class of people you cannot criticize.